Alright, we should be streaming. What's good, y'all? It's Dejan. Um, it is what time is it, y'all? It is 10:23. I'm gonna get off by 11. I was not gonna get on at all today, but honestly, the reason this jank is called "Don't Let Your Dreams Die" is because I think a lot of people can relate that we work normal jobs and that after our jobs we don't want to do anything. And I go to the gym after working my jobs. Like I really don't want to do anything. Let me make sure this is positioned correctly. This is my mic, Blue Yeti. Um, because I think this is my first YouTube stream. I did a Twitch stream, but for some reason I gotta update my Twitch settings to make sure my past broadcasts can save. But if you want to really see anything, just go on to YouTube. I'm just doing this live because I like seeing myself do this kind of stuff. But I am a music artist and I've been learning how to produce music and songwriting more. I want to really find my sound because I'm making a project soon, which I ain't gonna say the name and all that, but yeah, I'm making a project soon and I want to find my sound. I want to get more familiar with producing music and everything. So if any of y'all have any tips and tricks and techniques, please comment below, all that good stuff. Also, I'll have the well, let's make sure the streams are working. As I was saying, yes, I want to get more familiar with songwriting, producing music, like actually involving myself in the process. Like when I was making music, like maybe back in like 2018 and stuff like that, or even like 2021 with my single "Stuck in the Valley," which is on everything. Don't even worry about it. But when I made Shenandoah and Stuck in the Valley, my two first songs on like the streaming services, I was using loops to make the beats. Where like my latest song from last year called Cocoon, that's like my first like authentic every chord progression, every instrument on that song was like made from scratch by me. I'm very proud of it. You should check it out. I just want to familiarize myself with Logic Pro more. I've been using it for a while, but it's always a skill set you could use to be better. Also, that Super Bowl yesterday was wicked, bro. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, Patriots got wiped out. That shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. If y'all chat anything, I'm gonna try to check the chats, but please, and I mean, take this with a grain of salt. This is a last minute late night stream, so if I don't catch your messages, I apologize. I am gonna set up a chat box and everything, so don't sweat it. Do not sweat it. They're cool. All right, cool. We got two viewers. All right, bet. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. If you're on Twitch, follow or whatever they call it, subscribe. I don't know. And if you're on YouTube, you already know, subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. But anyways, let's get into the main thing. Let me just make sure y'all already know I gotta do the sound check. This is just my experimental project. I don't really want to show off any projects that I plan on putting on my, you know, not compilation, but what I mean. I don't want to say album because it's not an album, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't want to do any tracks that could go on the project on live. I think that takes away the suspense, that kills everything. So yeah, today we're just gonna be messing with plugins. We're gonna be, yeah, just trying to figure things out. Just don't let your dreams die. Keep going. I know stuff like this can be intimidating for a lot of people starting out. Trust me, I'm nowhere near the level I want to be, but that's what art is. It's progression, and yeah, always be proud of that. Always be. And as we'll see. We'll even see if anybody chat anything. All right, nobody's chatting anything. That works for me because that way I can just work. But yeah, Cocoon was my first song that I made, all instruments by me from scratch. Check it out. I like it a lot. And that will be pretty much the lead single of the project. So cool. But yeah, so all right. Let me shut up. Let's finally get to what we need to get to. It's been what, 5 minutes? Alright, that's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, so I want to have 808s on the project, obviously, but we gotta find our own special way of doing that. That's all this is. What did I try to do here? It looked like I tried to do reverb. Oh, that is just, that does not sound good at all. Okay, but we put the overdrive on there. That's why it's so damn thumpy. That makes a lot of sense now. That makes a lot of sense. But we'll stick to the keys. And of course, while I'm at work tomorrow, I will be studying this so I can get better. Like I said, you're getting tips and tricks. Please let me know, bro. Please, please. I'm begging y'all, bro. I need y'all locked in for me. Let's hop on Twitch real quick on the thing so I can see if there's any chattage Yeah, we're gonna use that word chattage over here. Okay, that ain't acting stupid. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so let's go back. Maybe I can just access my. Why is it on that channel? I used to have a gaming channel called Blue Day. Some of y'all might know, some of y'all might not, but I don't know why I logged into that account instead of what the account I needed it to log into. I hope it doesn't require me to do any authentications and all that. I really don't have time for that. Be doing too much. Like, stuff just be doing too much. I mean, like, I respect it because, like, you don't want anybody just hacking in or logging into your stuff. But damn, it's like, bro, just try to do the thing. All right, cool. It didn't OD. Thank God, bro. It did not OD. Shout out to the stream, man. Shout out to the viewers, bro. Y'all some real ones, man. This is definitely like it's like I have enough experience, y'all, but at the same time, like this is just so last minute and last thrown together and all that. All right, so I mean I like the way our 808 sound, and I think in my notes app I'm probably gonna put the instruments I like to use. I think that's a good idea. So on the iPad, obviously, that's what we're gonna do. I have a whole folder for the Dejan brand. So let's just, or actually, I'll put it in the folder for the project. I think that's better. All right, instruments. That way I can, I don't know. I gotta see if Logic Pro allows me to, but it's like I can't create a folder in Logic Pro and just put instruments in there. I don't like that. I don't think I can. Let's just see. So I left click. Yes, he defined as default refresh library. So, like it doesn't. Maybe I'm tripping, and I hope I'm tripping because if I am like missing something that way, it's like all right, cool. I can do something about that. But so far, I don't really see a way for me to like save instruments to a folder. I don't. As you could tell, I'm not really big on it. So for one thing for sure, we're gonna save the synth. This pad I have called Chill Out. It's like my favorite. This is the synth I use to make whatchamacallit Cocoon, my single. So it was it's just a simple chord progression. That's what's pretty much on the pattern. It's very simple. I think it's something like let me see. Let's see if I got it. Okay, that maybe yeah, there we go. Like that's pretty much the whole thing. Like, but it works. Like it sounds good. So I'm not. Hey, we good now. But yeah, this my baby. So let's go ahead and put this in the instrument list. Chill out pad, because that's exactly what that is. And let's figure out this 808 we're using. So I like how I renamed that. But anyways, let's see. Is it because it's in Alchemy? I think that's because yeah, it's in Alchemy. So okay, so it seems like I already saved that on there. All right, that's dope. I'm glad I did that at least. Let's see. Does the chill out synth got anything like that? It doesn't look like it. So that's okay though. It is what it is. All right, so at least we got something saved for the 808s in here. So it's called 808 a lot. That's the code name of the project, guys. So a lot. So use whatever you can. If you want to figure that out, cool. I doubt anybody will, but that's okay. All right. So yeah, I think I like our. What kind of pattern we got? Okay, let's mute that first. All right. Which, by the way, this is not a song. I want everybody to understand that. This is just me familiarizing myself with instruments, getting better. This is just practice. That's all these sessions are going to be. It's just practice. Because in order to really understand these instruments, you got to keep at it, bro. You got to. All right. I'm checking comments right now. I'm like on some like super multitasking stuff. All right. There's no comments. That, like I said, that works for me. That works fine for me. This is like crazy. All right. Anyways. All right. So let's see. What's some other instruments? I really like synths a lot, bro. I don't know why. They're just very expressionate. So let's go ahead and add another instrument in there. So since we found our, let's see. Okay, first things first, let's show all the instruments. Since I found my 808, let's do a bass guitar. I really want to do a bass guitar. I think that could really be beneficial. Because sometimes, bro, you don't. You don't always want 808s, bro. You don't always want booming bass. You know, you want something okay, that's not gonna work. this is this is most of it. Maybe I need to put it down an octave. Yeah, let's see. All right, that's a bit too low. All right, that was pretty cool. Contemporary soul, okay. Country pop. How does country pop sound? All right, doesn't seem to do anything. I mean, of course we can detune it. I don't really like that one that much. All right, crunchy vintage. What this one sound like? Once it move. I need to upgrade this MacBook so bad. I got like a 2018 i7, 16 gigs of RAM. Guys, the GPU has 4 gigabytes of VRAM. That's crazy, right? Like, this thing with Final Cut Pro just chugs. It chugs so bad, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It chugs so bad. But it is what it is, man. This ain't carried me through college, all that good stuff. Which I'll get into my background more, but I just want to actually do the content part first, and then we can get into that. Because it's 10:35 already. So yeah, let's keep going. Okay, I like crunchy vintage a little bit. Okay, dance clean. Which one is this? Okay, we're getting the beach ball of death. All right. I like. Has that little like. I like that. I like that one a lot too. Damn. Okay, we got some good bases in here. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's make categories in the notes. All right, so we got pads, 808s. Let's put a double space between those. All right, bass. All right, we got contemporary soul because I like that one. I think because I realized one thing to making like a cohesive project, you gotta have the same instruments in there. I think with dolls, it gets so like, what's the word, overwhelming because you have so many options, and then you get even more like anxious because there's so many options, you want to make sure you pick the right one. But the reality is, the right one's the one you like. Like, one thing I realized with anything in the entertainment industry, whether if it's YouTube, content creation, music, movies, whatever, always do what you want to do. Do not pay attention to trends. Do not like do what you want to do. Really, like in the most kind way of putting it, like forget what everyone else wants, because whatever everybody else wants, this is the answer. They can tell them to create what the fuck they want to create. My bad, excuse my language, but you get what I'm saying. I can't tell how many times people are experts once you want to like tell them what you want to do in your field and stuff like that. But like, bro, do it yourself then. Like, don't tell me what I need to do with my brand. Like, you do what you want to do. I'm gonna create what I want to create. That's the point of art. Like, for all of us to just create something, and we all interpret it a certain way for others to receive. But yeah, that's like a big like pet peeve of mine, bro. I can't stand people like that. They just become like this ambitious expert all of a sudden. Which I mean, ain't nothing wrong with feedback. I don't want to make it sound like that. It's just like, be like, bro, show me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, show me versus telling me. Like, it's easier for me to like not take it a certain way that way. But all right, we got dance clean, and yeah, I'm definitely a tangent person. I'm definitely more self aware of it, but it can happen. All right. So, anyways, dance swirls. What's that like? Let's see here. Ooh, I like that one too. I like the little reverb it has. Oh, damn. All right, cool. We got some good bases here, man. We got some good bases. All right, so that's yeah. No, I like that a lot. Dance forward. All right, so it seemed like so far the two dance ones been really good. Let's see what this one's on. Yeah, I don't really like that one. I tried, y'all. All right, Dark Soul. Let's see. Ooh, I like that. Oh damn! All right, that's a good one too. Dark Soul. I might go with Dark Soul over the rest of them. All right, Distant Vibe. All right. All right, it's 10:40. All right, so we don't got that much longer left. You know, I gotta get somewhat sleep because I gotta get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. All right, that one's pretty boring. Not gonna lie. All right. Honestly, to like streamline the process, I mean, we already have 5 bases saved. I might just stop here. Okay, the way that sounded, I'm definitely about to stop. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. All right, let's just see any ones that stick out. And which, by the way, if you have any favorite stock instruments, let me know in the comments. And also, if there's any like packs that y'all like or big fans of, I'll check them out too, even if they cost money, man. And like, money's not the well, money's always gonna be an issue, but you know what I mean. Like, if it's really good, I'll spend money on it, bro. It's not a problem. That's just the way the game goes. All right, Rock Growl. What does that sound like? Let's see, y'all. Ooh, that's nice too. Okay, so Rock Growl. Okay, I like that one. I like that one. All right, so Slap and Simple Foundation. All right, let's see what's that on. I gotta say, I mean, Logic Pro got some pretty good stock bases. I'm not gonna lie. I know somebody's probably like, "Oh God," but guess what, bro? If I fuck with it, I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? All right, all right, that's not it. That is not it at all. All right, let's see. I like it because it's loud. I like that. It's like in your face, you know. All right, so we'll put that. That's probably not one you want to use all the time, but like you know, if you want to use that on some like crazy stuff, it's there for sure. All right, swirling. I think these last four we're gonna take the time to. Okay, that's what I thought. So I was like, swirling's probably gonna have a swirling effect. All right, Vincent Soul probably gonna be a bit more warmer than the other instruments. Yeah, see, warm and clear. Let's just see what that's on. Yeah, I think at this point I'm getting bass fatigued, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think I'm just done. All right, and when I'm doing this, I'm just checking the comments, bro. Just you know, I ain't gonna leave y'all. All right, we're done with bases, bro. All right, so I want to say drum kits, maybe, or let's see, because I kind of want to just do see, because drum kits and stuff like that. That's like a multitude of instruments, really. And since this is a shorter session, I kind of just yeah, let's just stick with like simple shit. All right, so we can go back to synths. Yeah, what about some good lead synths? Or we could start exploring pads again. Um, I'm lost. I'm lost. Let's do some leads. Why not? All right, so I already know some of my favorite ones. I think one of my favorite ones is the analog stack, maybe. Yeah, like, yeah, I like the analog stack. That's a classic. Like you can. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I mean, that's a classic. All right, let's start. Analog. Yeah, yeah, no, I remember that one. Yeah, absolutely not. This one's cool because it's like a NES kind of like jank. All right, I'm beat making. I'm beat making. Let me relax. Let me relax. Okay, but you know, I mean, that's a cool one. A simpler time. That's what that one's called. A simpler time. You know, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Checking comments. Checking comments. Hey, I mean, I'm banging with this, bro. Like, I don't need comments at the moment, high key. So this actually works out. All right. All right, man. See, like, you see how it can get so overwhelming? I mean, look at this. Like, we have so many, and these are just leads. Like, these aren't even like the pads or like the backing ones. Like, no, these are just the leads, bro. But you know, that's the name of the game, bro. Okay, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Eh, let's see. It's such a simple progression, but it's just. I mean, you can't beat it though. You can't. No bullshit. All right. Analog funk. Okay, all right. We like that one. Hey, y'all could tell. I was having fun with that one. I was definitely having fun with that one. All right. Oh, that's pretty cool. So like, of course, when you like do it as a stab, it like, but like when you hold it. Let's see how. Let's do the same progression we have for Cocoon. Diminished. I'm still learning music theory. Honestly, I only know C major and a little bit A minor because that's just white keys. But you know, I'm gonna get better over time, bro. It's a process, bro. You gotta. It's a skill set. I think a lot of the reason people fail with like keeping motivation when it comes to stuff like this is because like you want to be there instantly. I mean, it's just the world we live in these days. A lot of things are what's the word, instant gratification. I hate saying that because it's such a overused phrase, but it's very true. Like, you know, it's very easy to you know what I mean, like get impatient or like not really want to sink your teeth into something because that constant stimulation is easy to usually grab, you know. But if you really want to do it, bro, laser focus every time. All right, so let's see. It's 10:48. All right, you know, I like the analog mono lead. That's pretty cool. All right, I think that's gonna be our last one for now, so we can do a little introduction to me because you know I'm asking for your attention and your time. Yeah, that's very demanding. You know, I started making. I'm 25. Yeah, so I started making music when I was 14. But that was just like getting YouTube type beats and going on Audacity. You know, I was 14 years old and just using like my iPhone, my iPod Touch at the time as a microphone. And then I think once I was 15, I got my Blue Yeti mic. Not this one, not the Nano. I had like the OG one. I think I gave that to my cousin now, but I used that for a while. That was for a while because at that point it was like later in the freshman year of high school. So I used that all the way to like freshman year of college. By the time I got to freshman year of college, I got an Audio Technica 2020. It's back there. I don't really know if I want to get it at the moment. But yeah, and then let's see, for a while I was just floating like that. I had a Scarlett Solo. I think that's what this is. Ugh. I got these as a gift, so yeah, it was this, Scarlett Solo. But as you can tell, it's very outdated because we got RCA cables, and it died on me. It actually died on me. So now I'm in the market for a new audio interface, but that's fine because I need one because I want to get some Yamaha HS5s or maybe 7s. And yeah, these RCAs, no, they're not going to cut it. So that works out in the long run. Um, let's see what else. So yeah, for a while, I kind of just dibbled that with music, and then I was trying to do YouTube full time. So you see, I got the HD60S. I used to make video game content on my other channel called Blue Dede, which is Blue Dede. And yeah, I did that because I wanted to find my love for video games again. Because as I got older, I don't really play the game as much. Like I have a whole like water cooled PC below me. I don't even know if I can show it honestly. I don't think I am. I'll show it some other time maybe if y'all are really that interested. But yeah, so I got this to try to play the game more often, and I got burned out on that. I got very burnt out because I was trying to like make it on YouTube by any means. So I was just pumping videos, and like yeah, I got burnt out. It wasn't fun anymore. So I silently quit. I'll come back every now and then do like a Pokemon Showdown live stream, but for the most part, like bro, I'm done. I'm done. And that's when it was like, okay, let's really chase the thing I want to do. It was always intimidating, man, because it's so much that goes into music, but at the same time, it's not necessarily, it's not a formula based thing in my opinion. It's like, yes, there's theory in it, there's a foundation in it, 1000%, but at the same time, there's something in you that you have to be in tune with to really be able to create something that is true to you, has the impact, all sorts of stuff, right? And really get your message across. So let's see, around like 2022 to 3, I got like a small version of this. It wasn't the same company. It wasn't the Arturia. Is that how you pronounce it? Arturia. All right, cool. It was the Akai. Yeah, the Akai Mini Professional, something like that, where it was just like this section right here and like a drum pad like this. And that was the machine I used to make Cocoon actually. So it's a fun fact. But then later on, I recently got these Sony headphones, and then I got this keyboard too because I wanted closed back headphones because I had some. I think they're right here actually. I had some Sennheisers, yeah, but these are open ear, so like you can hear when you're wearing the headphones. I need something closed, that way there's no. We can minimize the sound bleed. And let's see what else. For the longest time, yeah, I did YouTube, and then I released singles here and there. I was experimenting here and there, but like now, I think at 25, something really hit me that like if I do choose to settle down with a employment job or something like that, I at least want to give my dream a full on like chance. I think for the longest I kept sabotaging my dream because I wanted to be comfortable. But now that I'm really in a comfortable position, I don't like it. Like isn't that like I don't like it. Like I wake up a lot feeling like there's more, there's something more to chase. And there's something in me that's yearning and screaming to like offer something to the world. And music is like the number one thing at the moment. I recently got which by the way, shout out to the camera community because I got a D100 from eBay that we're going to use to shoot some content. I'm very excited about it. Very, very excited. I got to get some lenses, but them lenses be like $200, $300. And let me tell you something, I'm not really made of money at the moment. Not yet, cool. But yeah, man, I love music. It's really my passion, I can say, and it's something I want to give my all to before, if I ever do fail. But I feel like if I'm giving my all to it, it's kind of impossible to fail. You just got to keep taking the failure, taking the success. I mean, it's a process. It's a skill set. So just you gotta be patient with it. And as long as you have that in your mind, as long as you're determined, you can accomplish anything. That's never a problem at all. So that's a little background on me. I went to basically from 18 to 25. Like I went to college. I graduated college. There was nothing there after that. So that's when I was really like, okay, let's go after this. Like I did what I was supposed to do, and like, yeah. I think actually I got my degree right here. I'll show y'all it real quick. Why not? Let's really get to know each other because we gonna be together for a long time. But yeah, this is my degree. Got a computer science associate's degree, and I was about to pursue my bachelor's, but I had to realize I'm really not passionate in computer science. I hate coding. That shit was atrocious. And I only did Java, so that was apparently the easy one, maybe, besides Python, maybe. But yeah, so I had to be real with myself. Like, I didn't really want to do that. And yeah, that's just the way things go sometimes. But the point is that I did it. So cool. Because I wanted at least something under my name when it came to applying to jobs and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm here. I'm blessed to be here. I can't wait to grow a relationship with all of you. I can't wait to inspire many of you and be inspired by you. And, whoever's watching this first one, really thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is going to be a long journey, but I'm prepared all the way, and there's no unrealistic expectations. There's no expectations. It's just create and be proud of what you create, even if it's not at the idealistic level you might imagine it to be. Just be happy you created something, because a lot of people out here, we're it's not, I'm not trying to say this to isolate people, but it's just we're all conditioned to consume, you know like think about the obesity like thing going on in our country, and like the attention span. Like we are just designed to be consuming all the time. So for people who feel like this urge to produce something or create, that's a gift, man, and it's your duty to use your gift. It's your duty to use the gift God gave you. So stick with that. But yeah, I'm here. I'm happy to be here. And yeah, I think we're gonna end the stream right there because it's 10:57. So I'm not trying to run the clock too hot. But yes, check out everything. I'm gonna be popping up on social media whenever I do again. Don't worry. If you're like trying to hop on the train right now, just stick on the YouTube, stick on Twitch, and you're gonna be okay for now. You can check out everything on the streaming platforms. All my music is on there as well. So if you want to take a look into that, that's there as well. And yeah, I'm ready for the journey. I'm excited for the journey. It's gonna be a lot, but at the end of the day, it's something I love doing, and I'm sticking with it because of that, and because I know myself. I'm very, very sure of that. But yeah, y'all have a wonderful night. Stick to the grind. Don't let your dreams die. Don't let them die. Don't ever let them die. Yeah, don't let they trust me. All the little big companies, all your employers and stuff, they want your dreams to die. Cause once your dreams die, you're gonna help them with their dreams, and that's a dub. Don't do that to yourself. That's a disservice. But yeah, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all.